heat-related illnesses at workplace. Okay, we are ready?
Okay, wonderful morning, everybody.
Morning.
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 1 minute. I have to count. I have to send the time. You don't send it, I send the time first. I told you I'll count 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3, go.
Wonderful morning to everybody.
Morning.
How are you feeling?
Very
Wonderful.
Okay, had your breakfast?
Yes.
Okay, I'm a presenter today, and my name is Moganaraj Sundaram. I'm an occupational physician. So this briefly my qualification and my education and my phase about maybe 9 years ago. Okay, are you all tired? Two presentation earlier?
No.
Not yet.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there is a piece of sticky paper on your tables. So kindly write your name and stick on the right of your right part of your table, so I can recognize you by name. Yes. Okay. So I believe your necks are tensed and probably you're tired. Okay, everyone, follow me. Look up. Turn your head 1, 2, 3. Okay, look up again. The other way around. 1, 2, 3. Relax your shoulders. Okay. Okay, let's go into the presentation. Okay, today I'll be presenting about heat-related illnesses at your workplace or even in the non-workplace also. Heat-related illnesses can happen. At the end of my 10 minutes presentation, all participants will be able to recognize and describe types of heat-related illnesses, signs and symptoms of heat-related illnesses, and management, initial management and prevention of heat-related illnesses. Okay. So this is my content. Heat-related illnesses divided into the types. You have to know the types, signs and symptoms, and initial management to be able to recognize at your workplace if the case happens, because it can be life-threatening. So you need a prompt management to decrease the possible adverse outcome later. So earlier you can recognize and give a proper treatment, it will be better the outcome will be. Okay, types of heat-related illnesses. Okay, heat-related illness. Is that got anything to do with your workplace, Mr. Raj?
Yes.
Oil and gas industry, yeah? So you are working with the heaty environment and everything. Maybe Mr. Tony, you got anything to do with heat-related illnesses with yourself? Maybe not your job.
No, my job is at the warehouse side, yes, maybe.
And he travels, he walks around, so he travels by LRT. So even maybe not your workplace, but commuting when you're commuting to your workplace, yes, you can have. Okay, first and foremost, the mildest form of heat-related illness is heat cramps. So it's also known as the first stage, very first stage. It occurs due to excessive loss of fluids in the body. Yeah, fluids, and commonly occurs at calf. This is your calf, and then you go to your thighs, and later abdomen. So the most common is calf, thighs, and abdomen. Okay, as you can see here. Okay, this is calf, right? I believe everybody knows. The second stage, the more severe form of the heat-related illnesses, is the heat exhaustion. The heat exhaustion occurs at a body temperature of 37 to 40 degrees Celsius, core body temperature. So it's characterized by loss of fluids and also electrolytes. So electrolytes like you have in the body is like potassium, sodium, etc. etc. Okay, it's more common in elderly, extreme ages. Another word we use, elderly and children. So at your workplace, it's more common on possible elder workers. Why it happens? Our body loses the capacity to regulate. Our body has an internal regulator, how to regulate our core body temperature. When it loses that ability, so you can develop heat exhaustion. And the most severe form of heat-related illnesses, heat stroke. Okay, it occurs at body temperature above 40, core body temperature above 40 degrees Celsius. Okay, and it can be fatal if not treated. And how you say it's heat stroke? When you have heat exhaustion symptoms together with neurological signs and symptoms. What are they? I will explain in my next module. Module 2, sign and symptoms of heat-related illnesses. First and foremost, the very first symptom you will develop when in heat-related illnesses is muscle spasms, like in heat cramps, the most mildest form, right? Okay, and then you might have involuntary jerky movement. This involuntary jerky movement, not like like twitch like that. No, usually you can feel at the legs, your heel, legs, and you feel like not energetic kind of feel, and moist, flushed skin. Okay, this perhaps in those who are a bit darker skin, quite hard to see lah. So who are fairer, you can use this as a flushed skin. Okay, the next system, cardiovascular. Cardiovascular is your heart and your circulation in the body. Okay, that's what it means. And you have involvement of cardiovascular system, that is already heat exhaustion. So what are the symptoms you can have? Headache. And what you can other symptoms? Faster heart rates, extreme thirst because your urge of your body to replenish the lost fluids, excessive sweating and lethargy because you are getting dehydrated. Okay. And this is the killer. When you come to neurological symptoms, it means you're already either developing, no, you're already having a heat stroke. Okay. So what are the symptoms like will be? Like confusion, you don't know where you are, and you don't know what's going on around you. Even slightest confusion, yes. Dizziness, seizure is more extreme cases, and of course not responsive, and death. Okay, now we have known the definition and also the types definition and also the sign and symptom of heat stroke. So let's say you got someone having heat stroke at your place. So how are you going to manage that? What are you going to do? First and foremost, call for help. Call for help. You know why? First, you can't be carrying or dragging someone with having a heat-related illnesses to somewhere. You have to relocate them to more safer and also colder place perhaps. So you can't be carrying them. You possibly can drop them and cause more severe injuries. Okay. So you can also call for first aider or 911 if you have to. Then, as I said, relocate them to safer and colder environment or more windy environment. Remove excessive clothing or loose clothing, but please make sure the ladies, you are careful. You can end up in litigation. So even though your co-worker, you're trying to help, so be careful on this. You can pour water on the victim. Please don't pour on the face. You can pour on the body to cool them up. And then if they are awake, you can give water for them to drink. Okay, another way how to prevent, you must first in the workplace you must identify the risky groups. So who are they? Individuals with age above 40, as I said earlier, extreme ages. When above 40, they are higher risk. Workers with diabetes or heart disease, and of course workers who are working in hot environment or outdoor activities. How you prevent? To prevent heat-related illness, of course, your workers should not be working at the hot environment, and of course, workers at least should not be working at hot environment. So you do job rotation and have frequent breaks at shady and colder area. Okay, so they can ventilate the heat out. Use appropriate PPE, and of course, prevent better, increase awareness of the disease. Okay, quiz. Okay, whoever can answer this, I will offer chocolates. So, which of the following is not a sign and symptom of heat stroke? Anybody?
Seizure.
Muscle cramp.
Muscle.
Okay, it's okay. The answer is actually muscle cramps. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Alright. Okay, number 2. What is the initial step in treatment of heat stroke?
Call for help. Call for us.
Wonderful, Mr. Raj. Okay. Okay, summary. Okay, I recap my learning outcome today. Heat-related illnesses, sign and types, sign and symptoms, and management. Okay, and heat types, they are heat cramps, heat exhaustion, and heat stroke. Sign and symptoms, musculoskeletal, cardiovascular, and neurological symptoms. Management, initial treatment, identify the prevent, identify the risk groups, and make sure you use the proper mitigation measures. Okay, so remember my presentation, then your action can save lives later at your workplace. Thank you. You too can be a superhero.
You did the same mistake as now I. You did your